Hello, I'm Robin. Welcome to Solo and Serene. Here I am with the third part of YouTube tips, and today's topic is how to prepare for a YouTube video shoot. I have already covered part 1 and 2. If you haven't watched that, you can check the video description for the links. In today's topic, I am going to talk about what all things you should keep in mind and how you should prepare for a YouTube video shoot. If you are a beginner in shooting YouTube videos, most probably you will be confused and anxious about what to do. So here, before shooting your video, I am going to give you some important tips on how to prepare very well before shooting a YouTube video, so that your video will be really acceptable for the viewers. So let us get started. The first point is the topic. You should prepare the topic well before you talk to the camera, before you start shooting the YouTube video. You should prepare important points in a piece of paper or in a diary, so that you won't be confused on what to tell. You won't run out of ideas. No one can remember the entire things they are going to talk about. Of course, you have to explain in your own words. You have to talk in your own words. You cannot just read from a paper. But at least it is good to have the important points written on a paper, so that you remember the important points and you can present it in an order. So make sure to prepare notes and important points. The second point is the shooting place. The video shooting place or the video shooting area where you are going to shoot the video. Make sure you have a distraction free place. Make sure you choose a place where there is no distraction. You should be able to focus on your task. The third point is setting the tripod. The tripod position is very important. Once you set the camera on the tripod, or once you set your smartphone on your tripod, make sure the focus point is right. The focus point should be you. If you are shooting a vlog or talking to the camera, the focus point should be you and whatever you are going to show the audience. The next one is lighting. Lighting is something which is very important. So make sure, if you are using a video light, so make sure there is sufficient battery to shoot the entire video. And make sure to check the angles. Your face, your background, everything should be well lit so that the viewers can see you properly. If you are using natural light, make sure the light falls upon you, your face is well lit, your background is well lit. The next point is camera. The first thing you have to keep in mind is about the camera memory. If you are using a memory card, make sure there is sufficient memory to shoot the entire video. If you are using a digital camera or even a smartphone, make sure how much free memory is available to shoot the video. Make sure you have sufficient memory or maybe little more memory, so that you won't run out of memory. And before you start shooting the video, set the background so that whatever background you want to show your viewers is the right one. So make sure the background is set. And before you start shooting the video, you can look yourself at the mirror, or you can look at your camera itself to make sure you appear on the camera the way you want it to be. Another thing is that, talking about camera, you have to look at the camera while you speak. If you are shooting with a digital camera where you can see your face while shooting, that is a screen over there, or if you are using the front camera of a smartphone, you can see yourself on the screen. So make sure you look at the camera, not at the screen. There will be a tendency to look at the screen at first, but you have to practice it talking to the camera. Looking at the camera is very important, because when you talk to people, you look at their face and talk. So when you look at the camera, you are looking at the audience. You can see your camera as your friend, or you can see your camera as your viewers. You can see your camera as your audience. To make sure to look at the camera while you speak and not at the screen. So before you start shooting YouTube videos, take enough time to look at the camera and speak anything. Speak and practice looking at the camera, so that when you really shoot the YouTube videos, you are very comfortable looking at the camera, and you will take care not to look at the screen. Another thing is that, don't be anxious while you speak. That's what I told you. Practice looking at the camera and speaking. Practice speaking looking at the camera. Don't be anxious. Even if you make mistakes, you can edit those mistakes before you upload the video. The next important point is microphone. If you have an external microphone, if you are using a smartphone for shooting, make sure you connect the microphone to the smartphone, or if you are using a digital camera, make sure you connect it to the digital camera. Before you start shooting, make sure the microphone is well connected, and you can even check whether the microphone is connected by recording something. So make sure the microphone is connected well. And the next important point is presenting the topic. How will you present the topic? There should be a proper introduction. First of all, you can introduce your channel, and you can give the topic heading what you're going to talk about today. And you can even highlight the important points that will be covered in the day's topic. So the viewers will get an insight into what you're going to talk about, and that will really keep them interested to watch the entire video without skipping. So make sure during the introduction part, introduce yourself, introduce your channel, and also give the important points that you're going to cover in the day's topic. So after the introduction, then comes the important points or the main topics. It is always good to split the topic into simple points so that you can explain each point. It is always good to use simple language, because if you are getting a global audience, you need to keep in mind everyone should understand. Whatever you are talking about, it is always good to add your real life experiences so that the viewers will find it easier to understand when you explain real life examples about the topic you are presenting. And again, highlight each point through subheadings, headings or subheadings. Headings and subheadings can grab the viewer's attention so that they can keep focused on what you are telling. And the last thing is, when you are going to finish with the topic, that is the conclusion part. You can conclude with the topic and you can tell the viewers if they are satisfied with the content. You can ask them to like and share your videos, and if they haven't subscribed to the channel, you can ask them to subscribe to and also click on the notification bell. It is always good to remind them, because even if some people like the video, they may forget to do these things. So that is about presenting the topic. Now let us move to the next point. These are the important things that you should keep in your mind while presenting the video. The first main thing is that audience retention. That should be your primary goal. What is audience retention, or what is viewer retention? The time period for which the video is watched by a viewer, that is called viewer retention. For example, if your video is 10 minutes long, sometimes people may watch it for only 3 minutes, sometimes people may watch it for 5 minutes or 7 minutes or so. So the higher the audience retention is, the better it is for you. That means if your audience are satisfied, if your viewers are satisfied with your content, they will watch it for a longer time. So if your video is 10 minutes long, if there is high audience retention or high viewer satisfaction, they will watch it for a longer time, maybe 7 minutes to 8 minutes. If they are not satisfied, they may skip the video after a minute. So audience retention is very important. That should be your primary goal. That will really help in growing your channel. And the YouTube algorithm also finds that if the audience retention is high, that means the viewers are satisfied with your content. So make sure audience retention should be the primary goal. That means you have to create impressive content and useful content and valuable content for the audience. Another thing you have to remember is impressive presentation. Impressive presentation is very important. No one can make an impressive presentation without experience. Of course, while starting the YouTube channel, you can practice on presenting in an impressive manner what is acceptable to the viewers, what the viewers will like from you, that what the viewers expect from you. So make sure impressive presentation is a goal, but while starting the YouTube channel, even in the first few videos, it may not be possible, but you can keep trying. By practicing, by uploading more videos, by shooting more videos, by talking to the camera, you will get better. And always remember, don't copy other YouTubers' style. You have your own style. You have your own way of presentation. Make sure it is you who is presenting and you are not going to copy other styles. So remember, be yourself, express yourself. You have your own way of presenting. You have your own way of talking. That's the way it should be. And the last thing I want to point out is the pace of speech. Your pace of speech, the speed of talking, I think it should be in an average pace. It should be in an average speed. It should not be too slow or too fast. That's what I think. Because if you are looking for a global audience, not everyone can understand if you speak too fast. And if you speak too slow, it will be really boring for them. So make sure you maintain an appropriate pace of speech which you think it is good enough for the viewers to understand. So I have discussed important things you have to remember while you prepare for a YouTube video shoot and also while presenting the topic. I hope you found it useful. So if you found today's content useful, you can like the video. That means you can give me a thumbs up. I'll be very happy and inspired about it. And also you can share these videos with others. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. So that's all for today. I'll be back with the next video soon. Have a great time. Bye.